You heard it like 100 times, but I'm gonna repeat it once more. You can achieve whatever you want to, only if you put your mind to it. You can get the success I have. Like, this is actually possible. And you guys just need to realize that. Fuck what others say. If you believe it, you can do it. It's that simple. It's not easy, but simple. Like, back when I was unsuccessful, I had really low self-esteem and I thought that I can do anything. This is probably your guys' situation right now. And that's actually a good thing, that you feel horrible about your life right now. Because if you felt okay, if you were just fine, then you wouldn't be watching this video. Because you wanna get out of this, you wanna succeed, you want to make it in life, whatever that saying means. And I wanted the exact same. I wanted to have all the money and status. But honestly, I'm starting to realize that it's not about that. And sure, even though having money and people recognizing you on the street is nice, but it's not the main purpose, you know? It's a nice thing to have, don't get me wrong. But success made success made me realize that people still don't really care about me. And that's one of the depressing things about becoming a successful entrepreneur. You thought how important you thought how important you're gonna be, but it turned out to not be the case. I mean, people still don't really care about me, even after this remarkable success of getting and maintaining 20 subscribers. I hope I won't lose any by saying this, but you know, I'm a human too. When I was younger, I used to put everyone on a pedestal, and even right now, when I see someone successful in real life, it's like I act differently to them, but I don't act that way to myself. Blah blah blah. Moral of the story is that I'm a fucking human too. Like, I'm just like you. Maybe I'm smarter, maybe I'm not. Chances are I am. Maybe I'm more handsome, maybe I'm not. Probably I am. But I'm still a person. I still think. I still have day-to-day struggles. I still overthink about tiny conversations that could have looked differently. Because even though I built an empire online, I suck in real life. Bro, I can barely talk to people. And meeting new people, now that's level 99 final boss. Like, that shit's not easy for me. This tiny fact I shared about you had a reason. I said it so we can see that I'm also not perfect. And I struggle with things you could not even think of. There's the reality that you just don't see. You look up to those celebrities who seem perfect and like they have it all figured out. And I understand where that's coming from. But you could not be far away from the truth. People who hold themselves the strongest are oftentimes broke the most. That's why they have to hold themselves so tightly, so they can't crumble into 100 pieces. But okay, you're not made of stone, I understand that. But that still doesn't change my idea. People you think have shit figured out usually don't. The only difference is that they just tried. And I also don't have this YouTube thing figured out, even though I got successful. I'm just a kid who tried, and that's it. I didn't have a perfect plan. I didn't have some gate-kept information. I don't even use AI. All I did is that I started even though I wasn't ready. And that's what separates the poor from rich. All of those YouTubers say, thank you so much guys for 20 subs, I really appreciate every single one of you and it wouldn't be possible without you. Which I understand, because without those first supporters, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. But honestly, why shouldn't I also get credit for the times when I spent hours working on a video just for it to get free views? For the times where I felt I was about to give up, but I didn't. I kept going. Even though logically it would make sense for me to quit. But as you can see, I didn't. And I'm so proud and grateful for that I didn't. I heard one guy on Instagram saying, okay, let's say that you have a business. Well, you're gonna fail, and fail, and fail, and fail, and fail. You're gonna try again, and then you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail, fail, fail. And then, one day, just as you're about to give up, you get your first sale. You win. And from there on, it's just a snowball effect that you have to keep rolling. The start is always the hardest, because you have to make snow out of thin air. Experts say that it's impossible, so I had to prove them wrong. I had to prove them that statistically, me or I'm gonna win. And I did. I made snow and made my snowball. That was the hardest part, making snow out of nothing. Then you just have to keep it rolling. Sure, you still have to generate snow from nothing, but then you have the formula and experience. So after that, it's not that hard. See, you have to reason everything. You don't have to understand everything, but if someone were to ask you, why are you doing this? You don't have to say anything to them, but deep inside, you know exactly why you're doing what you're doing. Like, no bro, I'm not doing it on accident. Even though I achieve something this significant, I keep it for myself. I don't share it, I don't brag. I didn't even share this goal. Not because I wouldn't trust myself, but when no one knows the goal, then They can't shoot it down. And poor people love spitting on your clean goals. Like, I don't wanna clean that shit every day, you know? So I might as well keep it private. Maybe open about it to my real friends, those who are on the same path as me. But other than that, no one. I actually believe you're an exception, since you watched this far. My goal for this year is to acquire 1000 subscribers. I'm not asking for much. Next year it's gonna be like 100k. But just because I shared my secret goals with you doesn't mean you should go out and say yours to everyone. Most people just don't understand how bad you want it and what you're willing to sacrifice. Look at prime example, me. It's 3 AM as I'm scripting this video, which you can probably tell. But why, Simon? After all that success, why do you still need to grind? Well, what I found is that it's not really about that. I love doing this. I love this job. And in order to keep hitting my new, higher goals, I have to attack the system again and again. But I can't rest. I can't say, it's enough now. The passion is in the work. The happiness, fulfillment hides in the work. Yes, the work you're avoiding. I'm not talking about YouTube banner or how your notes app looks. I'm talking about the work. In my case, it's scripting and recording videos, not even editing. That's where my purpose and my happiness lies. But you know, you're not gonna find your definition of success unless you go out there and build something. Like, if I never started that night, I would not be in the position I'm at right now. Even though I accomplished greatness, I still have to stay humble. And I would like to end this video with a great quote. There will always be a bigger fish in the sea. Goodbye, I'm waiting for you above.